Okay, so as you guys heard in the other video, right? I mean, if you didn't, I'm gonna say it again right now. Obviously, I am leaving the military, transitioning from a soldier to a civilian, I guess. Although I'm still a civilian, I don't really see it like that. But so yeah, I'm transitioning, and I must say, it feels very, it feels very weird because a part of me wants to leave the military, but a part of me also is like, I'm going back. I'm thinking right now, it's like, okay, I'm gonna kind of miss the military a little bit because the military it shaped me into who I am, really. In the military, it helped me find my values, and it helped me stand on some principles that I have now, as a young man. And dealing with the military, it also taught me to deal with other adults. And something I learned is that not everyone is mature, right? I work with people who are fat and lazy and crack jokes like this is high school, and they gossip like it's high school. That's besides the point, man. But and there's soldiers and civilians. Like, it really doesn't matter, man. Like, the military is a little immature. Something most of the time, I'm gonna say, more than now. So, and I low key wish the old military was what it was now, because I probably would have enjoyed it a lot more. But man, to get back on topic, right? I'm gonna just go back. So it feels weird. I'm transitioning into a civilian, although I've already kept my civilian mindset and whatnot. And I'm kind of missing, already I'm kind of missing the military. It's giving me all my values, not all my values, but it's doubled down and giving me some values, of course, that I have. It's giving me leadership, because at some point, you're forced to lead people. Even if you say, hey, like, I don't want to do this right now, they're like, yo, you're in the military. You don't got an option. Like, you get your ass out there and go train them soldiers, right? You may not even know what you're doing. So you got 5 minutes to learn an hour long material, and then you got to go train some other soldiers, So that's what you do a lot, right? And it doesn't feel weird only because of that. It feels weird because, don't get me wrong, like, I know how to move and stuff like that. Like, I had to move. It's just very stressful, but now I don't know if you guys watched my other video, but you should go watch it. I'm talking about comfort, but I mentioned I don't want to go live back with my family. And that's something that the military is going to show me. My first duty station, I went to Korea. And like I said in my other video, man, I didn't want to go. And I low-key, high-key, I cried on that phone. Called my dad, was crying on the phone. Was like, yo, I want to go home. This and that. Lo and behold, a year later, or like a few months later, I'm in Korea and I'm having fun, man. Like, I get back here and total shift. I used to call my dad every time I had an issue with somebody. I used to call my dad, like, this is like when I was 19-ish too. I used to call my dad every time something bad happened, and I'd be like, I want to go home. And I could tell my dad, maybe he was laughing at me, like after the phone, cause like, man, you need to go. And that's probably what I would do, like, if I was a father. But yeah, yeah, man. So I used to really rely on my family a lot, but now it's like, military has taught me that it's okay to go through tough times. Not really okay. That sounds like some excuse my language, some bitch shit. But it's not necessarily that it's okay. But hard times are meant to happen, right? It's like the tattoo I got, from pain, power, right? As men, we are quite literally, we're shaped through our pain and what was I about to say? We're shaped through our pain and our upbringings and our hard times and hardships and all that. So I definitely believe, we need some struggles to progress. And the military taught me that, like, Man, I had an Article 15, and need I say it was for something very, very stupid, and I didn't fight it. But I was outside, man, on slave duty. I was spraying bird shit and picking up weeds in middle of the wintertime and in the heat. Yeah, it was like, was I? Man, I don't really remember. That was in art. That was in Korea. So no, yeah, a lot of us got put on some other. That's another story, man. I'm getting off topic, but yeah, I was literally spraying bird poop, out in the cold, right at 11 p.m. out in the cold, and I didn't have a say in it, even though I wanted to. Excuse me. Even though I wanted to be like, hey, like I don't think this is just because I didn't do this, and then I've been missing shoulder day. But I think this is a little unjust because I didn't do this. I'm trying to tell you like something is going on here, which I can't speak about right now, but I will speak about it once I leave the military to avoid any legal complications. But yeah, I didn't have a say in it, and they forced me. They forced me. They said, look, you're gonna be doing this at this time, bro. On the inside, and that happened to me before. Like I had people in the military. It's the military. They tell you things and you have to do it. And I had people tell me like, hey, you're gonna do this at this time. It's like, okay, whatever. But they're telling me you're gonna spend all this time after work. So you're working in reality. I wake up at 7:30 to go to work. Not wake up, but I go to work at 7:30. So do the math, 7:30, right? My work ends at 4:30. And then an hour later at 5:30, I have to be reported to said spot. So I go to that spot and my shift starts and I'm working until 11 o'clock. Then I go home and I go to sleep. So this doesn't give me, if I have to do laundry, man, I would have to stay up. And it's like, okay, that made my blood boil so freaking bad. I felt so much anger, but it's like, you can't do anything about it. I'm not going to hurt anybody, it's whatever, bro. 2 weeks is nothing to me, but yeah, that messed with me. That did mess with me and mess with my head, and I couldn't control it. And a lot of things are going to be out of your control as a young man, even an older man. Certain things you can't control, and it might bring you some pain. But I promise you, man, that pain is gonna come back, and it's gonna give you a hug, maybe you even a kiss. It might even give you a condom. You never know. I'm just saying. So, in a way, the military has shaped me. It shaped me very, very nicely, and I must say I'm gonna miss that. Even if I had you have negative experiences everywhere. So even if I had negative experiences, I'm gonna miss that. I really am. And now I'm in this huge, massive transition where now I'm gonna be in the civilian sector, and I have all this military lingo that they won't understand. And then I have people around me that also don't understand how the military is. And I guess, some things we have to do in the military, like, man, I know how to shoot a gun. I know how to kill people with a gun, but I also do MMA. So there's going to be more content coming on that. So, yeah, man, that's like a humongous shift. A lot of people just don't understand how the military is, especially when you do take it serious and you've been in field units and you did this, you did that, you did da-da-da. It's a good transition. But the military is also toxic. It is very toxic. Very, very toxic. Units are toxic. And it's not just like a normal civilian thing. In a toxic unit, an NCO can overrule whatever you... So if you're going to get in trouble, right, for no reason, a toxic first sergeant or an NCO, even if you didn't do said thing, you don't have no say. You don't have a say. So So whatever I'm saying now, let's say I just spent 10 minutes talking. Let's say I just spent 10 minutes arguing my point of why I didn't do something right. And it is the truth, but there's a toxic NCO or toxic chain of command, and they're sitting back, they're looking at me like, no, we don't give a rat's ass, like we don't care, bro. You're gonna get in trouble, and that's how it is. That's how it is. You don't have a say, man, and they can't get fired for purposely accusing you of trouble, because guess what? They have other people on their side. Yeah, bro, I hear all the time NCOs would be like master sergeants would be like, oh, you're not gonna talk back to my NCOs, and I'm like, dude, you're an NCO too. Like, I don't know, but yeah, man, the military, it's one big bundle of joy, and it shaped me into who I am. I'm sure it shaped a lot of you. Maybe you can relate to some of my stories. It shaped a lot of you into who you are as a person. The experiences, the negative ones, the positive ones have made an impact on you. You know, the traveling, all of it. You know, so it definitely is a pain to transition, you know, out of this. So yeah, and if you watch my video, thank you as always, and I will be making another video pretty soon. So to all of my, the algorithm is kind of randomly pushing my videos a little bit. Like also my channel kind of blew up, but then my recent video got like 3 views. From what I see, it got like 3 to 5 views. It was like bouncing up and down. So YouTube, please stop playing with my channel. All right, I'm gonna come for you. I'm gonna come for you, YouTube. I'm joking.